Hi there. We'll be starting soon. This is Rebel Weasel, and you are watching Curiosity Gameplay, ARK Survival Evolved. This is stream session number 9, and tonight I will be working on a watermill and also harvesting resources. I'll explain a little bit later, but in the meantime, we can go ahead and have a look at my loading screen. Basically where we're at is we're loading mods. There's been 2 server resets immediately, one right after another and a small rollback in between in the last, half hour. So unfortunately I've been scrambling to try to get everything working and logged in and such like. In the meantime, we'll just wait and chill and listen to the music. Excellent. Finally. Okay. Sorry for the delay, folks. And it looks like I've got a bazillion animals in my compound. Let's have a look and see the excitement. We have dimorphodons and eagles attacking my fence. I've extended my fence lines to protect myself while I work on the mill. Let's go down to the lookout platform and have a look and see what's going on. Oops, I missed it. We have eagles coming down to try to get the scraps from the animals that died on the fence, and then the eagles are being killed by the fence. It's a slaughterpalooza out there, folks. Amazing. And there's a scorpion too. You can barely see his tail right there. So exciting to watch this struggle between man and nature as mountain's defenses fight off the rabid hordes of evil animals that want to feast on my flesh. Goodness. What a slaughter. That was amazing. Let's go see if we can get anything out of it. I'll take my escort saber-tooths with me. So we have some bags here with goodies in them. Eagle talons, berries, arrows. I'll take those. I'll take them all. What do we have over there? Something big. Aw, Megatherium. I feel slightly sad about that. They're peaceful animals. So I've extended my fencing, and I'll have to break down that fencing over there in order to make room for where the watermill will go. The kitchen and watermill portion of the building will be on this corner, and then it will have an attached stable. And I've learned that the stable can extend by doing these test boxes. I've pulled resources from the crafting table from another test box located at the very top of my lighthouse tower behind me, and verified that the range for pulling resources reaches all the way here where I want to put the watermill, with the attached stable that can extend all the way to this side. So we can have this much space between this box and that box. Actually, before this box. We'll have to do some more boxes and test in between and find out where the end part is. So what we'll do is we'll pick up this test box. We'll leave this test box and get another one, and gradually work backwards until we find out where the limit is for pulling. And that lets us know if we need to pull resources off of an animal that's in the stable, how far away we can go. We'll have to pull down this water tower lookout. It'll be in the way. And we'll have to pull down these other spiked fences. I probably want to extend this spiked fence out as well. But for now, we'll leave it and we'll just rearrange it so that it goes further out into the water and less on the land. We may have to put up some walls. We'll see. But first I need to make a metal run. I have basically had an agreement with someone who sold me this tech transmitter here, as well as a really excellent high quality stigliomitch, which is used for gathering metal and stone, that can gather metal and stone much quicker than the stigliomitch that I had tamed and captured. There's that poor megatherium. Pretty sure that's what that is. Let me get a closer look. Yep. Oh, you know, we should see if he's damaging the fencing at all. No, he's not. Alright. So, the deal is that he will give me 1,000 element when I deliver to him 500,000 metal. Plus, he's already on good faith given me this transmitter and the stigliomitch. So, basically knowing that, I have to do an awful lot of resource harvesting lately. And that means that whenever I get a break in between building on my mill, I need to stop and I need to go, and if the resources have respawned up at the top of White Sky Peak, I need to gather more metal as much as I possibly can. So we'll be making a run with that first before we get started. We're gonna go grab Mace Swingdew and bring him. Actually, we'll leave him right here. He and his 2 followers will guard the hole in the fencing right now. I'll put the building pieces down on cargo for now. And we've got all this inventory we have to sort out before I can go collecting anything. Okay. Let's go put some things away. We picked up arrows. We picked up trousers. And the rest has to go into our temporary house, which is currently acting as our kitchen until we finish our watermill. There we go. I have meat cooking, so we'll check on that, and it's done. This was during the server resets. So we'll put it away. And I haven't shown you something new. Something wonderful. Let me put the berries away and we'll go look at it. It's beautiful. Let's see, there's the berries. We'll do a pull fruit. Put away the eagle talons. You know, normally I have something that I call a dump box, which is a box in which I just dump things that I want to sort later. And I think it's time for me to set one of those up so that I don't spend so much time sorting. I could sort later. So, the thing I have to show you is called a gacha. I made a trade for a large amount of blood to someone who's using my blood to make dedicated storage for this animal right here, which is called a gacha. If you feed the gacha pretty much trashy resources like wood, stone, flint, he will eat that and chew it and pop out little crystals off of his back. So you see there, he's eating some stone. He will drop crystals off of his back, and those crystals will contain whatever resource I tell it to create for me. I'm going to check the level of his feeding trough, the gacha crunchies, Yeah, I'd like to fill this up at least halfway so that he has a reserve of stone food no matter what. So the gacha will eventually eat owl pellets that come from the snow owl that I've shown you before, which we used in the last session to build my lighthouse. We have something else attacking the fence. A mammoth? No, another megatherium. Wonder if it's the same one and he just moved. So let's see if we have any gacha chip crystals. The S Plus item collector automatically picks up gacha crystals for you. Oh, this is something new. I didn't show you this either. This is my utility tower. My utility tower holds my feeding troughs, my item collectors, and 3 X-plants, which will help give me some defense of my base, especially against eagles. This level here will be for the tech generator when I get one. This level is the item collectors. I have 2 item collectors collecting poo, and this third one is collecting eggs and gacha crystals. These are gacha crystals right here. So if I isolate them by doing a search for gacha and then do transfer all, we can now open them in my inventory. And he's given me a Mastercraft flak helmet. So sometimes the gacha gives me gear, and other times the gacha will give me what I've set him for. And the resource that I've set him for is black pearls! I don't have to go slumming it in the trenches of the ocean, digging for black pearls, because I have this wonderful animal that came from the extension DLC called a gacha. I feed him stone, and he gives me armor, weapons, and black pearls! So just in the last 2 hours, we've received almost 500 black pearls. That's how efficient this gacha is. It's amazing. To give you a further tour of my utility tower, we'll climb up. This one, I'm not sure what I'll be using it for, but I'm thinking of using it for gardeners. And this is the lookout of my utility tower. If you're very careful, you can come out onto these platforms and snipe things. And getting down is easy. You don't even have to fuss with the ladders. You just jump and jump and jump and jump, and we're all set. This is made out of mixed media material, Structures Plus on the bottom, and the ladders are Structures Plus, and the top of the tower is using Castle Keeps and Fortresses mod. Both of them have rating as metal with 10,000 or 15,000 health. The very top petals that are sticking out from my utility tower are sloped triangle roofs from the Structures Plus mod. And there's one little thing. I was able to stack my feeding troughs on top of each other using shelving. And this shelf comes from the Echoes RP mod. Very helpful for stacking things on top of each other on a wall. So we're gonna grab my Stigliomich and we'll spend the dark hours collecting and harvesting some resources. Boring, I know. I'm just gonna start using my saddle box here as a dump box for now. We'll be taking Blueberry up to the top of the mountain. Blueberry's a little too fast for his own good. Upstairs, we have a little bit of room because I've moved our moss chops upstairs. I have my dodos behind some fencing. There was a little accident earlier today in which I accidentally called all my animals to me, and it was pandemonium in here. I now have a girl sheep to keep Lucky company, and that's Fortuna. Our 5 turtles are still churning out eggs for regular kibble, and here is my snow owl. And up here are all of the moss chops enjoying themselves among the garden. Those are my herd animals. This next building, the second part of it, will be the herd animal stable, in which all these animals plus more can fit in so that I can increase my egg production for making kibble. And off we go to White Sky Peak. And we can have a look and see what kind of animals have spawned around my base lately. Beautiful mammoth. I love the white ones with the white stripes. Or gray with white stripes. Well, no giga sightings, so I feel pretty safe. Wow, it's pretty black as night out here. It must be foggy, and the snowstorm is adding to it. There we go. So, you're probably gonna laugh at me, but this is where I use my stack of pennies. I just take my heavy taped together stack of 20 pennies and I put that on my W key and I lean back in my chair with my right hand on my mouse button and just keep hitting smash. And this is the most exciting stream you will ever see aside from my snail taming, because we are going to sit here and smash rocks. That's right, folks. You've only seen it here. Rock smashing with Rebel Weasel. This animal is called a Stigliomich. It comes from a mod which adds a few specialty skinned animals. And it can operate as an Ankylosaurus, but it's faster, does more damage, and has more health. It's basically a large version of a Paki. And I believe the name of the mod that it comes from is called Archaeology. It includes this animal and a Brachiosaur that is basically like a Brontosaur, only its special ability is to harvest stone as a updated and, well, upgraded version of a Dodecarus. There we go. There is one thing I forgot to do, and that's to turn the music and the special effects down a little bit. For anybody else that's out there who's a streamer who would like to stream ARK, the ARK music is based off of actual music from the Jurassic Park movies, and you will get copyright striked by having the music in your streams or in your YouTube videos. So it's always a good idea to just turn the music off if you're playing ARK. That should be good right about there. When I play by myself, I like to have the music on, especially because it gives me a notification if I'm in combat and I'm not even aware of it. Which can happen if you're digging in your inventory. I try not to dig in my inventory out in the wild too much. Now, I could go even faster if I don't want to just sit back and watch a movie while I work. I can use the sprint key. At this point, it becomes very difficult to even see if there are any existing rocks because they're covered up by the pieces of the broken ones. I smash the rocks so I can build a thing. I smash the rocks so I can build a thing. We're going to have a lovely watermill, and we'll store our animals nice and safe. So many, so many, so many animals to give me their juicy, delicious eggs. So many, so many, so many animals. Yum, is anyone in the mood for breakfast? We smash rocks because we like to build the things. We smash rocks because we like to build the things. We smash rocks because we like to build the things. And anybody in the mood for breakfast? Oh, my inventory is close to full. Checking on, by the way, this is Gemma. I named her after a character from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because she's a beautiful, just gem-like color. So we are at 2720 units of weight out of 3223. Time to go unload. Generally speaking, I can do the tippy top of the mountain, and I only do the tippy top because I don't want to get into combat. In 2 runs. 2 or 3. I'm not sure. So this is where I make use of the transmitter. I take all the metal and all the stone and put them in this transmitter terminal under ARK data. Be sure to collect data, otherwise it's available for everybody, but data is your own personal stuff. Let's see, more metal, a little bit of stone. Now we finish up with the stone. Whoops, almost put in the wrong tab. There we go. Okay, and now I use my Structures Plus transfer tool and click my preset saved #1, which will transfer all these things from any of these collection dinosaurs to my Argentavis. And it says it's transferred 1,540 crystal. And now the only thing that Gemma is holding on to is some berries. And now we go back to smashing the rocks. Fun, fun, fun. This looks like you wouldn't be able to crawl up and down it, but you can. Here we go. And that's the end of our second load. Oh, we missed one. What's that line from The Little Mermaid? Zotolo, I have missed one. I don't know why, but that stuck with me for a long time. Even though I don't really like The Little Mermaid very much, as far as the movie goes. There we go. Alright, and now we've got more metal. And this time around, I'm going to pull out any incomplete stacks of metal and make sure that they're all stacked up. And the same for the stone. So what's going to happen here is 15,000. These 3 full stacks are going to go into my storage for transfer to pay off my debt of 500,000 metal. This 1,050 that's left over will be mine to use. These 15,000 stone will go into the gacha feeding trough to build up storage, to build up backup resources of stone for my gacha, and this 2,500 will be for me to build. So I have 1,000 metal and 2,500 stone in which to use towards building the watermill. If it gets really bad that I need more stone, I might take some out of the gacha feeding trough, but I really feel uncomfortable without having it completely full as just an emergency backup in case my computer died and I couldn't log on for a month. At least I'd know that my gacha had food. So we're going to leave this in the transmitter and deal with it when we get back to base. Pull out the transfer tool. Tell it to transfer everything to the eagle except for the berries. I will take the berries and we'll pack Gemma up into her dino storage ball. And now we see that with what we have left over of obsidian, flint, and crystal, it's 695 out of the 1,100 pounds available. Although you really don't have 1,100 pounds. You have about 800 to 900 pounds. Otherwise, if you don't say 200 pounds under, he'll be weighed down. And if he gets waylaid by a flyer or something that wants to attack him, I won't be able to fight very good. That's a Rex. I'm going to go forward up the coast a little bit just to scout and see what's out here. Oh, nothing too bad. So I'm going to pull out my transfer tool. And I will use the preset number 2, which pulls from the Argentavis and my personal inventory and sends things to any S+ vault that's called mats. And all these items will be sent to my match vault. Verify that there's nothing else in Blueberry's inventory. And now we'll deal with the stone and metal. This is my Crystal Isles box, which is where the person I owe this metal to lives. I need to fill this entire box up with 100 stacks of 5,000 metal each. I will also put in the stone for the gotcha food and feeding trough. And these animals also will be going to Crystal Isles. Now I'm going to use the pulling tool again, the transfer tool, and use preset number 2, and this time it will take from my personal inventory the stone and the metal leftovers and put it in the vault for me. If I scroll down here to my results window, metal, 1050 each items transferred, stone, 2500 items transferred. Now I can move again. We'll park Blueberry up in the area. Do one of Rebel Weasel's patented 3-point turns. And go downstairs and put things away. Gemma, the Stigliomich, will go with my animals upstairs. And I'll put away all the berries. As well as the rare flowers and mushrooms, which I like to keep in the refrigerator because they last longer. Alright. Since we're heading to the lighthouse, I can grab some of these items that I've stowed away. And I think now would be a good time for me to put down a dump box. I'll leave the wood in here, I can't carry it. Let me see if I have an extra box somewhere. Not in here. I know I've seen one recently somewhere where we were looking. Was it in my personal inventory? There it is. Let's just call this sort. There we go. Now let's pull the rocks for the gotcha. And we want to pull, we'll go ahead and pull from Mace and from Crystal Isles S Plus metal storage box, 15,000. So we have 13 out of 100 filled in with this feeding trough. I will continue to do this as long as I don't need the stone for something else, up to at least 50 out of 100, if not the whole thing. Let's see if Mellow here has food. Yep, she has food. Good. Okay, so we're gonna look real quick at a screenshot that I have, which shows oh, I don't have it set up. One moment. Let's see. One moment. Stay patient there. Oh, it seems like it's not working. Let's try just display capture. Here we go. So where I started with this was the general idea of a windmill that looked like this. However, I've since decided that I want the small house in the front. The small house in the front is where the windmill is going to be, the watermill is going to be attached. So that needs to be up against the water line. And if I don't want half of the back house, which will be the beginning of the stable, to be sticking out into the water, then I need to move this front house over to the side so that it's one long continuous line along the water, along the river water. And we also have to deal with the fact that we're working with a slanted river, so we're going to have to line that up exactly right, so that the stable that's in the back there I'm going to set it up in such a way that I can just keep extending it and extending it and extending it until I've received the amount of space that I think I need to get. So moving back to the foundation, even though we will be changing this foundation layout, this is roughly what I'm looking at here. And what I need to look at is the side of it will need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 long to start. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 wide in the front. And I'm going to extend that to 5 wide. So 10 long, 5 wide is what we're looking at. Let's go ahead back to ARK. Here we are. So 5 wide and 10 long. And I've put some parts here in cargo that we can work with to start. Oh, but first I need to pick up that lookout tower. That's going to be tricky getting all those ladders. I hope I can do it without wasting them. And I seem to have misplaced my destruction gun. Shame. Let's just go ahead and make another one. That would be here. There we go. So let's see if I can manage to pick these ladders up without destroying them. Awesome. And now we'll try the tower. Perfect. Let's move this outpost. I'll need a pteranodon in order to get up there and put those ladders together. I'll just put one set of ladders up. Oh, I could use a snowy owl. That'll work. Good idea. Carno. I'll be sad to see the mammoth be hurt. Oops, I seem to have been trapped. Let's try this angle. I know this works okay with the pteranodon. May not be able to do this. I'll give it one more try facing this direction. Nope. Alright. Let's get a pteranodon. I don't have a pteranodon. Oh no. Please don't tell me I don't have a single good pteranodon. I mean, I could use one of my breeding ones, but it's a pain in the ass. There we go. Let's see if I have any that are grown up in my free-for-all animal list here. Oh, you know what? I do have one. He's a little crappy low level that I put in the abattoir. I remember. There he is. And he doesn't have a saddle. Okie dokie. We will make him one. Well, Mr. EMT, you just got a reprieve, didn't you? Because I was going to kill you. Oh, he can't move. I'll put the building pieces down over here. And we'll stack our ladder on the toolbar. Oh yeah, he's much smaller. I think I'll go ahead and level him up a little in weight. And stamina. And health. Okay, I want to put a ladder on this side. So I have to get really close to the edge. Bam, like that. I can only go down 2 levels. There, now I can get up and down on foot. We are all set. A raptor. What level? 63, so it's not an alpha. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. They're testing the fences because they're intelligent. Well, they're not damaging the fence, so there's no alpha over there. That's acceptable. Let's go put EMT away. Okay. Fix the color there. Got a little too bright. Oh, let me pick up the building pieces. can put the ladders in here and grab the foundations. So I need to get a bird's eye view of the landscape. Okay. So we'll want to be at an angle. I think we'll start it right where that box is. And we'll need to smash some of these rocks. Okay. So we want this right about here. Except we're going to want some room for the door. Oh, that's right. I was going to put the door on the side. That was odd. Did you see a strange flash? I thought I saw a strange flash. Like someone was taking a picture. So let's just move along here. Okay. What am I hitting? Come on over here. Okay. So we're gonna move sideways. Ah, and make sure that we've got the angle right. Try again. That would be no. We want an angle more like this. And we need to smash this rock here. Okay, let's try again. We need to smash these rocks. I think that's lightning. I hope that's lightning. I just had a graphics driver update. It's kind of disturbing. Alright, let's try this again. We want it to go along this angle. Nope. Try again. Oh. pull it back a little bit. Turn it a little bit. That looks good right about there. Okay, so we wanted it 5 wide. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we need 10 long. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I need 2 more foundations. Well, we need lots more foundations. Let's see. How many can we make? Well, let's make all 19. Might as well put the thatch in here. Looks like I need to pull myself some food. I wonder if I can from here. Nope, too far away. Okay. So we have our foundations. And I believe I put walls on cargo. My little building helper assistant. Let me see if I can pull some cooked meat to me now. That would be a no. This is why the kitchen's going to be closer. Now it's easier to just run to the fridge and get it. There. Okay, so the first part of this house only needs to be five long. 5 by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're gonna fill this in. So let's just double check our count. 1, oops, wrong thing. 2, 3, 4, and the one already in place makes 5. So let's fill this in. Now, do we want this to look like stone? Yes, actually. Do we want to look like obsidian stone? Or do we want it to look like wood? Let's have a look at our menu and see what our options are. Pretty much just wood. Let's go get our material changer gun and make sure that our foundations are all lined up so that the wood faces the same direction. You press R on the material changer gun to change the material you want to go towards. And there's wood. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'd like it to be mossy stone instead. Let's try that. I believe that's this one. Let's have a look at the outside side of it. That suits very well. Now we wanted the next part of it to be another 5, so that's 1. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and finish that corner up with what we've got. Now, the first thing I need to sort out is actually the door. We have a door, and what I wanted to test was whether or not this door will operate with the door opening. I also really didn't want this huge door. This is just a test. So what I want to know is, will the S Plus door opening device open and close the door? And the answer is yes on this door. Okay. So this is a villager style door. We'll pick it up. And we don't want one so big for our kitchen. We also don't want to pick up that foundation by accident. Villager gate frame, pick up. Let's go ahead and put that foundation down and set it to mossy. So we only need a small kitchen door. We're going to take this experimental door with us. I'm going to put the spiked fences in him so that we can use them some more. And we're going to go see about a different door. Does this seem inconvenient to have to come all the way up here? Yes, it does, and there's a reason for that. I'd like a certain amount of immersion and roleplay in my gaming. If I make everything on the ground floor so that it's just easy, what's the point really? So we already have a door made. We have a keep door, and we have a keep door frame made out of stone, but I'd like to have one made out of wood. So I'm going to make a keep doorway made out of wood. I don't believe I have it trained yet. There is the keep door frame wooden, trained. And now we can craft it. That would be under walls. And this one right here, door frame wooden. We're out of stone. Because I don't want to pull from the gacha crunchies feeding trough, I'm going to pull directly from the mats, and I'll pull this full amount from mats number 2. We also need wood. And I'll pull it from that animal saddle box that I have in my temporary construction house. So there's our door and our door frame. We can put away this villager gate. Wrong door frame. We'll also want some stairs. The cool thing is you can run fast through here. Because of the way I set it up, it's very smooth and easy to run through. Let's see, do I have any stairs already created? Yes, I do. So there's our stairs. And let's go find out which door we need. There's settler, wooden, adobe, wooden, villager, keep door for wooden door frame. That would be this one right here. What does it need? Metal ingots. Let's see what we've got. Only 29. we'll have to make some metal soon. But we'll make do with what we've got for now, before I have to make that horrible decision. I think I'll feel better if I put Cargo someplace more safe. Put him with these saber-tooths, so if something comes after Cargo, the saber-tooths will get him. And the Dimorphodon. There are our stairs. Let's change them to mossy, even though you can't really see them. And here is our doorframe. Now, I've made a mistake in that, nope, the owner is Sea of Stars. Good, we're still on Sea of Stars. We can leave it like that for now. Let me just double check my tribe governance, just to be safe. Tribe owned admin demolish. That means that even though other tribe members can use it, they can't break it, which is important. Alright, the next most important factor in this building is that I need to set up the water wheel and make sure that it's actually working. The water wheel parts seem kind of complicated to me. But I'm hoping that they'll just make intuitive sense. I think I'll leave that one up for now. So there's a special wall that you have to use to attach a water wheel to. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There's the water wheel. There's the water wheel wall. And then there are these things called shafts. And we might as well grab the walls while we're at it and put up the walls around it. So we'll start with the water wheel wall. I do believe we have enough room for 2 water wheels. And then there's this thing called a water wheel shaft. Which will apparently run mills. So we'll need more walls. Can we calculate how many walls we need between wheels? I'm thinking only 2. But maybe we'll try 3. And we need a mill. So 3 walls and a mill is what we'll try to make next. Oh, and the mill wall. First, let's try the mill. I'm not sure. Yes, I have trained it. And it requires cementing paste. Let's go ahead and pull, let's just pull 2,000 and keep it in stock in this crafting table. Maybe we won't use another mill. Let's see how these fit. We may want to rearrange the wheel, and I think that because of the cost of it, I may just go with one wheel. So let's see how this works. It's supposed to attach to the drive shaft. No snap point. Maybe the drive shaft junction? Yep, it's a drive shaft junction. So we'll need drive shaft junctions for every single one. I wonder if we could have put a drive shaft junction right up against the wall. Now let's see how this works. It looks like it makes almost everything that a chemical bench would make. Having several of them would be good. Let's try putting the drive shaft junction on the end of the original drive shaft. Oh, it works. So we would need a second drive shaft junction for our second mill. And we could add them all the way down this row and have multiple chemical benches working for us. That's what we'll do. I think I'll leave the water wheel right where it is. It seems big for a Carno. Nope. That's a Carno. So let's make a second drive shaft junction, and we'll stop at just 2 mills for now. Meanwhile, we need walls. 1, 2, 3 walls. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 walls, and another door and doorway. We'll start with the mill junction. And then we'll go with another wooden doorway frame. And I believe we are out of metal ingots. Okay. That's all right for now. I don't want to use any of this metal since it's made for crafting these things. I can't remember how many walls we needed. I believe it was 9. Let's see how many we can make. Oh, good. Plenty. We'll make 10. Let's go see about getting some metal. Mace has some. And we have some in our Matt's vaults easily. 80,000 out of 500,000 I need to collect in order to give to my friend. Let's go ahead and burn this 16,000. Things really don't like that spike wall over there. And now we can make our door. So this straight drive shaft we don't need. We'll just put it back in the table in case we ever need one like it on some other map. Or we can grind it down later if we like. How are things going over there? Well, it looks like the Carno is dead. Let's double check that my fence is okay. It looks good. I guess everything is well. Now I want to have this door in the middle, so 1, 2, and whoops, 3 is where that should go. And then we'll add a drive shaft. Whoops. And our second mill. And now we'll put in our walls. Okay, so the only thing that I have to decide is how tall I wanted this building to be. I believe I was going to go 3 high or 4 high. I think I'll go 4 high just to be on the safe side. Now I need to count how many walls there are. Starting on this side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. There should be 20. There should be 20. So 20 walls times 3 is 60 walls. We'll need 60 walls total to complete this. I might go for some windows. Now I know that we don't have enough material to make 60 walls. Let's start with a couple of windows just to be on the safe side. That's not what I wanted. I guess they're under walls. This is the keep window frame. I believe that's stone. There should be a wood keep window frame. Here we are. There it is. Keep window frame wooden. I don't think we need a separate window hatch. Okay. Walls. Wooden. Let's try 4 of these. And then we'll go ahead and make the rest walls. And that should probably use up all of my metal or my stone, one or the other. Most likely the stone. Yes, definitely. We'll run through the stone. Now it's time to put up the walls and windows. Really not quite sure where I want my windows. I only made 4. I think I want 2 of them in the front. And maybe 2 of them in the back. I have a Yowly kitty. I think I'll just do 1 in the back. This one right here in the middle. I'm just now realizing that the front will be covered up by the stable. And I'm also realizing that I think I'm making this much bigger than it needs to be. Four high seems too tall. I think I'll go with 3. One, 2, 3. That looks better. Oh, that was 3 high. Ah, well, you know, I think I'll keep it double high. This will be fine. We don't need a ton of space for a kitchen. That means that next we would have sloped roofs. In the meantime, I can go ahead and add some of these walls on this side. Except this whole row I want it to be windows. So we'll save our walls. And actually one of these window walls can be a window. No, nope, it'll be looking out into the stable. Okay. So we're done with walls and windows for now. I'll put them in the parts box down here so I don't have to keep running up and down stairs. Let's see what's still on cargo. Just the changer thing and some spiky fences. I'll let him keep hold of the spiky fences. So much activity going on since I put up that new fencing. I feel a little bad about it. I see some more raptors over there. Luckily, none of them seem to be alphas. You know, I should count how many foundations I need. We'll need 5, 10, 15, 19 foundations to finish this. Should we do that or should we do the roof? I think we should do the roof and have one complete building. So let's just remember 19 foundations for later. Let's see, I don't believe that I've trained any of the roofs. Yes, actually I have. That's pretty much the only roof I need. Okay. How many do we need? Well, we're gonna need... I just realized something. I think I made it too wide. We're gonna need 2 on each side. So that would make it 5 long times 4 would be 20 roofs. 19 if we don't count this one. And we are low on stone. Let's see where we have stone. Pretty much here. Well, we need to keep some in reserve. So let's take 3,594 and leave 2,000 in, or leave 4,000 in reserve. How many of these can we make? Oh, plenty. So let's go with 19 roofs. And we're going to need some gables. Keep gable. Keep gable, 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 gable. There they are. That one. And that one. Those must be walls. Yes, they are. So we need 2 of these. And we need 4 of these. Two and 4. 20 roofs. Let's take some ceilings. One wall for each end of the gable. No, actually, I think not. Yeah, actually, we may need it. We may need more gables. We'll figure that out. I need to put away this storage box. I've been carrying it forever. And we'll need a pair of stairs. That's strange. I know I made spiral stairs. they're not here. Where did the stairs go? I don't think I'll be able to put up the roof without stairs. Stupid roofs are going backwards. Oh, I guess we can. Huh. We'll need more walls. And we're going to shorten this. We didn't want it 5 wide. I can't really see that. There we go. Starting to think I could have made this much smaller. Okay. See, do we have any gables? Yes, we do still. Wrong button. So we need 4 more gables to finish the roof. And we need to find those stairs. Let's see. We can go ahead and use these foundations. That means we don't need 19 anymore. So instead we'll need, let's see, 1, 2. I forget how wide I was going to make this. I'll have to look it up. Either way, good start. Very good start. Let's go wave at that person. So 4 gables and the spiral stairs. Need to find where I left those. Let's check a couple different boxes. I may have just dumped them somewhere in a really big hurry. This is all saddles. Wouldn't be in my personal box. Better not be in my personal box. Okay, it shouldn't be in any other boxes in here. This is all of my kitchen gear, by the way, and everything in here is going to go into the kitchen on the watermill. Well, not everything, only some of it. These crafting stations go in the lighthouse, for instance. These blueprints and blueprint converter go in the lighthouse. Electrical generator will go in there temporarily until we have power. This station will go in the lighthouse. All this taming equipment, that will go in the nursery, which we haven't built yet and haven't even designed yet. So, anyway, back to where we were going. We're looking for stairs. Where did we put them? Let's check all of my transfer boxes. Double check this again. Nope, just the metal stairs. I'm looking for the these people's stairs. We can put this gable in here. And I guess we're done with windows. Okay, not in here. Not in my scorched earth box. Not in my Crystal Isles box. Not in my Ragnarok box. Not in cargo. Let's check mace. No, but mace does have a whole bunch of spiky fences. We'll leave those there because I use him to go put the spiky fences up, and we'll be extending it again. Oh, we've got something big over there on the other side of the fence. Is that a Rex? Yeah, those are two. Oh, a female 210. What a shame. They're gonna die on my fence for sure. Okay. There they are. There's 6 of them. And one of the right side. Let's try. Well, let's take them all. And let's make more gables. We needed 4. 4 walls. Gable end. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna stop and watch what's happening with the art with the Rexes. The level 21 is chasing a Dimorphodon and going to die on my fence. The level 210 is on the wall. Just walked part way over my fence. Oh, 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 that's, oh, poor thing. That was horrible. It was impaled right in the gut. Oh, I feel sad. As scary as those things are, that was a horrible way to go. The other Rex must be far enough away that it's out of my draw distance. That dead body's gonna attract something. Let's go see if we can harvest it with cargo without dumping ourselves in the water. There we go. You'll excuse me if I go run and cook this prime meat as fast as I possibly can. I need every single tiny bit of prime meat I can get. Okay, gable ends. There's 1 and 2. One. And 2. And our mill is mostly complete. Let's decide where we want our stairway to go. And let's decide which stairway we want to use. Do we want to use the right side stairway? Nope, that one's going through the wall. Let's pick that up. That is blocking the doorway. So I think this corner is not quite appropriate. We'll try this corner. That's good right there. Perfect. We'll try for 2 more ceiling tiles. Three, wait, 2, 3, 4, 5 more ceiling tiles. We'll try only doing half of the room. So 5 more ceiling tiles. And I don't appear to have any in this box, so we'll go check upstairs, and if there aren't any up there, we'll make 5 more ceiling tiles. That's for extra storage. Yeah, plenty. Any sign of our Rexy friend? I don't see it over there. This is exactly what I wanted, exactly where I wanted it. I'm very happy. It all worked out, and I only winged it too. I mean, I did a little planning. I'd like to see if we can make this floor wooden. Nice. I like that. And now we need to make everything mossy. Like that. So. There. The last thing I'll want to do is check the roof textures and see what kind of texture I want, and also put some windows in the window frames. We need two windows. So 2 windows and check the roof. I don't see any windows in here. Oh, there we go. 2. We'll have to recount how many foundations we need downstairs for the stable. Gonna need some lighting in here, but I'll have to decide what kind I want. If I want flame, I'll probably go with flame. Let's get on the roof using our eagle, and then we can cycle through the textures and see which ones we like. Let's go ahead and lighten it up a bit so we can see what we're doing. Let's see, sandstone, Welsh slate, terracotta, obsidian, wood shingles. I like wood shingles. Hellfire, no. Redwood. Maybe redwood. Maybe wood shingles. Green tile. I'm not sure what Welsh slate's supposed to look like, if it's supposed to be blue. Let's try wood shingles. And let's try redwood. And let's try Welsh slate. And we already have green tile. And we'll wait until it's daylight and we'll look at all three and decide which one we like best. That's what will happen. In the meantime, we can look at our picture and see where we wanted to go as far as sizing went on our stable. Oh, actually, I know how wide I wanted it. I wanted it 9 wide. So we're currently 2 wide. So 7 times 9 plus 4. 7 times 9 plus 4. Well, this is tough for me because I don't know my maths very good. I can start with 5 times 9, which is 45, and then go from there. So 45, 6, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54 would be 6 times 9. I am literally counting on my fingers. So 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. That sounds correct. See, once I hear that 63 is 7 times 9, I remember that that's correct, but I couldn't think of it myself. So we need 63 foundations. That is a big building. We may not have enough materials to finish this. Nine. And we'll run out of stone. So at this point in time, we've reached a stopping point. I will stop and we will finish up the stable. I'll probably finish it up on my own before Tuesday and show it to you. Let's see how time is passing. It's really early in the night. So I can try to borrow from the gacha. How much does each foundation take? Each foundation takes 150 stone. For this, I do have to pull up my calculator. My apologies. So 150